Oh, Pro. Got him back in the shop. Tyler's here helping me because we just did the drag race last week and I didn't win.
You should have.
I should have. I didn't lose. It was too close to tell. I still have the video over in editing, so I don't have the exact times, but I felt like I won one and he won one. Whoever got the best launch is the winner. Mm-hmm. This machine, I just feel like it should pull away. So we're going to make it pull away. So help me. We're going to win the next drag race, and there will be no question because we've got a box from EVO Powersports. Provolone 2020 Pro XP, and I'm just shy of 2,500 miles on it. So the best thing you could possibly do to an engine with those kind of miles on it is install a tuner. Let's crack this open, see what kind of goodies we got in here.
Ooh.
Okay. The very first thing that it says, it will void the warranty. Good to know.
Who needs a warranty?
Yeah, who needs that? The kit I got, we got yourself a new belt. Guaranteed tough. Yep. New pipes. A couple of them. And it's the new Code Shooter style, which seems to be pretty new. You use your cell phone to charge it or to program it now. And we've got the adapter cord, yep. And we've got, a little carrying case for the Code Shooter. That's neat. All right. Let's take it apart and see what we got going on here. Let's see this. What we got in there?
Ooh, sticker.
That's how you know it's good. Oh, that's small. Got your RJ45 and a USB-C on there. Okay. Yeah. Let's put that back in there until we're ready for it. I don't want to hurt it. We gotta get these pipes installed first before we do anything else. I'll probably get away with not putting the belt on right away.
I think so. Yours is fine. But it's guaranteed tough.
I know, but here's the thing, is I would want to do a break-in on that thing, and let's be honest, I'm going to put this stuff in here and immediately go rip it.
Yeah.
So I'll go rip it today, and then I'll put the belt on and do my break-in, and then be able to rip it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be smarter.
Okay. Unless the belt blows up, the one that's in there, because like I said, it's got 2,500 miles on it. That's the original belt. It should be fine.
Should be fine.
I got 2 hoses to replace. This one is the first one. And it's got a couple clamps on it. That's not so bad. And I didn't get their blow-off valve because I already have one, but that's where it would go if we did. And the other one is going to go from here down to there. I see a clamp on that side. And I can't see the other side. But I would imagine it has some kind of a clamp on it. Well, let's get those put on first. we got them installed. New sensors. Helpful little tidbit. These plates, they rotate, and one screw hole, it's got 2 screw holes in it. One is further away than the other, so if your sensor doesn't line up, turn this, and it will. Someone didn't know that.
Nope.
But it works now. We got that all lined up there. We got our, what do they call this pipe here? That's all lined up. You gotta put your angles on there, and they send you clamps that do not fit, so I had to put my own clamps on there and there. What's up with that? That guy's there, yeah. So you have to cut your pipes short, cut the little bend out of them to put them on your 90s. And then there's this little hole back here, which we're not using for anything right now, but we will probably start using it in the future. So you gotta make sure that's capped off. They give you a little plug to put on there and a clamp to put on there. So in theory, this should start. Let's give her a test hit there. It does work.
All right.
Okay. Any check engine light?
No check engine light. Golden.
What?
We're golden.
Golden. Ah. There you go. Okay. Well, it's time to mess it up now.
All right.
This stuff is just replacing existing equipment with stronger equipment. So I wasn't very worried about that. It's a good thing though. This pipe is pretty rugged versus this corrugated straw. It's thin.
Very.
Very thin. Yep. Don't need those anymore. All right, magic box time.
What you doing?
I scanned that code. I was looking at all the lights that it does, and the code took me to the manual. And step 1 is open the box, which contains the device, a cable, and a USB-C cable, which I haven't found yet. And then I need to go download the app Code Shooter in the Play Store because I have Android. So that's what I'm doing. All right, it's got 3.3 stars on the program so far. That's not good, but only 10 reviews, so. All right, open. Connect your device to your vehicle's diagnostic port and turn on the ignition. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Give me a minute. I'm gonna read the instructions fully before I start connecting things to my computer. My diagnostic port has never been used, and it's been underwater before. So I'm really struggling to gain access to it. Aha!
There it is.
There it is. And did it say to plug it in first, or? When it comes to messing with computers, I just don't want to mess this up. Plug into the Code Shooter and into the diagnostic port first. Okay. All right. There's the light. I don't know what any of this means. What does white mean? Oh. Allow. Oh, found it. Code Shooter. Yep. This will only take a moment. Send. Okay. Apparently my ECU is not accepted. My vehicle is not authorized for tuning. Oh. And it's green this time. Oh, no, I went back to red. The LED brightness is only 30%. It's pretty bright light.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're open, and today's a Saturday. So I might have to call them this weekend. Or next week. See if they're there.
Thank you for calling Evolution Powersports, your powersports performance and accessory leader. You have reached us after hours. Please call back Monday through Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And someone will be able to assist you. Thanks. Have a great night.
Well, we're going to have to cut it off here for today. I understand now why the rating was a 3.3 on the app, most likely because of this error. Or they're going to tell me something crazy like my machine can't be done because of some thing, which you would think would be very clearly laid out on the website when I went to order it. So hopefully it's some glitch that they can fix. Well, if anything, I got those fancy upgraded charge pipe and whatnot, so at least we're good there, because that other one, yeah, that was not going to work out for much longer, I'm afraid. I don't want to change the belt still, because I want to break it in.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it.
I'm not going to change the belt yet. Because if I can't run a tuner in it, then I don't need the belt. And I won't be faster than Alan. All right, well, we'll get a hold of support and go from there. Just got off the phone with tech support. Apparently there was an issue with my serial number of the old Code Shooter, but they fixed it real quick and in a hurry. I should be good to go now. Let's try it. Turn the ignition on. I got some lights, that's a good thing. Code Shooter app. I found it already. Connecting. It's got some files in here now. All kinds of special stuff. Well, we're not going to waste our time with 2. We're going straight to 3 because I'm running 93 octane in here. See how fast this thing does. Rev limit 9,300 RPMs. Holy cow. Well, let's download it. That's cool. It tells you everything that you need right when you're selecting it. Not flashing my ECU. That's a lot of warning lights on here. It's going to take a minute. If something happens, I'll come back. Okay. It says it's all done. I still got a steering light, but that's normal after leaving it with ignition on for a while. So we're going to shut this off. Turn it back on. And that light's off. Now if it's loaded in here, I should be able to just start it without hitting the brake. It's in there. Oh boy. I'm kind of nervous and excited all at the same time. Take this out on a quick rip just to see. Alright, I got some heat built into her. Let's see what we got. camera fell down. Oh my gosh. A definite noticeable difference. I don't want to say too much because if I take it to the dyno and it made 5 horsepower difference, then I'm going to feel silly. But man, it felt like it made a big difference. And I just checked the fan. I'm back in the garage. Just checked the fan. It turns on. It seems close to 189, maybe 187, and shuts off at 180. So it's going to run a lot cooler. So now I know to let it cool until 180. But this is still with a factory belt in there, which has 2,500 miles on it. I'm also due for the 250-hour service, so I'm going to change the belt and do the service on it before we go back out and ripping. And I'm going to break in the belt real good first, too. But the next step is going to be to put this thing back on the dyno and see what kind of difference. We're coming from 158 at the wheel. We're going to see if it'd be cool to bump that back up to 180 something, but we'll find out. My gosh, I've never accelerated that fast up that stretch before. That's impressive. That is impressive. Still with factory clutching though too. So there's some gains to be made there. Yeah, so that wasn't really that bad once you put all this fancy stuff in there. Well, I'm going to leave off here for today. My gosh, it feels so much faster. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing. Everything I do to this machine, including all the upcoming tests, are going to be right here on the channel, so you're going to want to stick around for that. I'm going to do the service, break in that belt before I go take it to the drag strip and before I take it to the dyno. But we'll do the dyno. I went straight to stage 3. If I have time on the dyno, we'll run some stage 2 hits on there and see what the difference is between the two. But not until I get that belt replaced. That's going to be important. So, like I said, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you back here for this exciting, for me anyway, new series right here on 3-Day Weekend.